What is going on YouTube? Hitamek making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. Now, specifically in today's episode, we do need to talk about the recent exchange of events that's been taking place within most of the major cryptocurrencies. As you guys know, over the past couple of days, we've been watching some pretty peculiar movements within the markets, typically a bullish result out of breaking above some major technical indicators here. We've been seeing some explosive moves to the upside, which I'm very grateful for and happy, as we've been tracking this for many days and weeks now here on the channel. Some sort of symmetrical triangles, we had ascending fractals, we had, rising wedges, all the stuff you could think of under the sun, all the common, all the common textbook trades or textbook technical indicators have been taking place. And we saw a few bull traps, which you can see happened like about a week to 8 days ago here. And we said, literally, do not be fooled by this bull trap. Just because the bull trap happened doesn't mean we're out of the woodworks yet. And then immediately after that, we saw a major breakout. You can see the double bottom that we have in yellow. We can see the beautiful ascending fractal on Bitcoin in pink. You can then see we actually started to break out of that ascending fractal. This was about 2 days ago. We made a video, this ascending fractal. And then we had, 1 or 2 days ago here, we had a breakout outside of that ascending fractal. And, we've been able to capitalize off those movements to the upside within XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the S&P 500. But I've said, and I'll say it again here, we're probably going to start to see a cool-off period now, a correction period, and markets should start to veer lower, and that's kind of what we're getting at now. We're starting to see these markets slide downwards, which is healthy. Personally, in my opinion, it's necessary and needed. In order for us to head higher, we need to head lower first. If that makes sense to you guys. I'm still bullish. I'm extremely bullish on all these cryptocurrencies. However, we need to see a bit of correction before we see any sort of bullish momentum. Now, with all that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's jump into today's episode. So guys, not only is it not too late to get into these cryptocurrencies to capitalize on a possible short opportunity, but you can also still take advantage and grab your $200 in rewards from, signing up with the link down in the description of BidFi, which is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi has allowed me to buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Everything you could possibly want in an exchange is offered on BidFi, and you can earn $200 in free cryptocurrency by signing up ASAP. Now, moving forward into the markets right now, you can see a quick refresh reveals markets are starting to veer downwards. We're trading at 78 on the Fear and Greed Index, but markets are starting to peak. This is what we want. I mean, obviously, could we see an explosion higher? Of course, but we're trading at $1.4 trillion. Markets are doing very well compared to where we were. We've had about 40 billion added back into the markets here, and you can see right now we're starting to veer off. The top is starting to peak. You can see Ethereum starting to peak, BNB starting to peak. We're starting to dip lower. Same thing with XRP. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are hitting that high point, and they're starting to plateau and come lower, which is definitely a good sign, and also very necessary for the health and longevity of XRP and a lot of these other cryptos. Now, as I've said before, within XRP specifically, a short opportunity is prevailing. It is showing we are shorting XRP for the short term. Why and how? Well, as you guys know, we've switched things up. We were focused on XRP's 4-hour charts for quite a while now. We've slowly scaled back, now looking at things on the daily charts here, and you can see we are starting to dip lower. You can see we have a beautiful uptrend here, and as I've said before, XRP loves to form kind of bull flag formations here. Here's number 1, here's number 2, here's number 3, and here's number 4. Well, we're looking for number 5 now. You can see here's the flag pull. We're looking for that correction. We're looking for this kind of descending fractal to happen, followed by a breakout here. So we've peaked, we've hit the top, we've traded at literally 88 on the relative strength indicator. We are overbought and overextended, and now it's time to consolidate back down to retest the daily moving averages and the blue band uptrend here, where we'll then bounce off and explode upwards. That's ideally the goal here. I don't believe we're going to head higher. I think it's necessary for a cool-off period, and especially when we're retesting this top price ceiling, this was pretty much key for correction, which is what we're seeing happening now, and now we're starting to veer lower as anticipated and expected, and prices are starting to dip, and this is why we've been able to short. XRP. And not just that, we saw all the cryptocurrencies, not just XRP, show signs of correction. Ethereum was showing signs of correction. Bitcoin, the S&P 500. So if XRP is a little shaky, things like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the S&P are big opportunities in my mind to short and capitalize off the runs. Now, obviously, we do all these trades on BidFi. Like I said, it's the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange I like to use here on the channel. This lets me buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits, everything you could possibly think of. Literally stop limits right here. We have leverage right here. We have take profits and stop losses right here. We have XRP to leverage trade right here. Literally everything you could possibly want on an exchange is offered on BidFi, which makes them so freaking awesome. So make sure to check out BidFi down in the description below, completely free. If you click here, you can see new user bonus up to $28.88. You can earn up to $2,888 by signing up with that link down in the description below. And if you have an account already, you can still take advantage of some of these and earn a couple $100 in free crypto. So make sure to check that out ASAP. But moving forward from XRP here, not just XRP as expecting to correct, we're also suspecting Ethereum and these other cryptos as well. As you can see, a lot of the times we are focused on the 4-hour chartings for Ethereum. We're now starting to scale outwards, and we're expecting to see correction now. We're expecting to see reversal now, dips downwards in the market here. And you can see with Ethereum starting to dip lower, I would suspect a correction back downwards is necessary. We've already capitalized off major opportunities and major swings. This was a very easy bullish opportunity to get in on. We had a beautiful pennant flag forming here. Once we confirmed a breakout above this, we were able to long this to the upside here. Then we had a price ceiling and ascending fractal forming. We confirmed a 4-hour above here. We exploded to the upside. Now we're overbought. Now we're hitting price ceiling. Trading at 82.83 on the RSI is enough for me to believe correction is necessary here. Well, guess what? After we confirm that on the 4-hour, we're starting to slide lower. I mean, it's obvious here. You have the clear price ceiling. We have the uptrend here. You can see the symmetrical triangle we had shown. Once we broke out and we hit this price ceiling, this was an opportunity to start to short, and it still is. And I suspect us to fall all the way down a moving average here. So if you're not in it just yet, there's still opportunity. And there's still money left on the table because we are still going to be heading lower. Maybe this weekend is a bit slower because it's the weekend, but nevertheless, moving forward, we should be seeing some short opportunities open and prevail very, very, very soon. Now, not just Ethereum, Bitcoin as well is showing signs of necessary correction. We've been floating since the 23rd, literally the 23rd till the 11th in an extremely overbought market here. And you can see we were patiently creating an ascending fractal here. Is there still room left on the table to break out? Of course there is. There's a major wick here. There's a major wick that's left for correction. However, we're starting to hit a major resistance here. This is signs in my book that correction is definitely necessary. We are so much so away from the moving average here that a correction back down to there is very necessary for us to continue to pump higher. I do suspect us to continue to pump higher. However, I do also believe that we're a bit overextended and a correction is necessary for us before we can head up even higher. You can see the rejection starting to take place. A pullback back down to moving average is necessary and needed, honestly, at this point moving forward. So keep your eyes peeled on this market here because I would suspect Bitcoin to be a nice play, power play for shorts here. But even then, very simply put, we confirm a breakout above here on the daily. Like we close the daily right at 38K. I'm buying in and we are longing this to the upside. It's going to be a huge pump. Vice versa, we start rejecting off this, it's going to be a huge dump in the market and it'll be an easy way to capitalize off this. Shorts are necessary. We need to consolidate a bit before we can head up even higher. However, we are bullish overall. So the correction might not be as aggressive as this. We could see a small one and then see a reversal back up. Same thing with the S&P. Looking really good, finally starting to breach major resistance here. We're not at all-time highs just yet. I should, just so we are all on the same page here, draw a horizontal line showing where our all-time high is. This is all-time high. And you can see, I mean, we don't need to draw it just yet, but you can see where we're currently at and where the previous high is and where all-time high is in regards to percentage. We're about 4% away from that, and we're about 9% away from all-time highs, which we're going to be breaching soon. As you can see, we're already starting. Friday closed us above major resistance, which is incredible if you ask me, especially off this major dump. But you can see where we've wicked above here in my projection. There's a good chance we might reject, consolidate, then see the breach and the breakout to the upside here. So all across the board, we look incredibly well. However, Just expect a little bit of recovery, reversal, pullback before we see any sort of major breakouts to the upside here. And that's just my 2 cents on the markets. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications if you haven't already, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.